This week, you have watched me build the exterior, downstairs, and basement of my castle. Altogether, so far valuing at 1.9 million.
You know, I never had much as a kid. Just in a mansion and a thriving enterprise.
But you guys weren't ready to stop there. After very, very popular demand, this is the fourth and final part of the castle series. So I wrote a little list on my notes of all the rooms that we have left to do. I'm most excited for like the gym, the spa room. I have $500,000. And at the end of the video, all you guys are invited in to look around the finished castle. So let's jump in. First things first, I think I want to start with the gym, which also means we need to finally fix this hallway. So all I did was add some nice doors, add some nice decals, and a little bit of carpet. And that's the thing, guys. These silly rooms like hallways, I'm probably just going to do very quickly because all we care about here. Oh, mistake alert. What I was saying though is we don't want to spend too much time on like the hallways because they're basically all the same. Every time I do an episode of this castle series, I feel like I'm in an episode of The Crown. And another advantage of being a castle on the hill is that you think you're in the basement when you're actually not, so we can still add sneaky little lights. I'd say that is a splendid hallway. So the gym, and notice how this is a 2-story gym, much like when we did this 2-story movie theater. I thought, why not have a 2-story gym, kind of like a Jeffree Star has.
Hi, how are ya?
Who watched Jeffree Star's house tour like 3 years ago? Remember that 2-story gym he had? I might actually extend it a little bit. You know the motto on the True Reese's channel, bigger is better. Oh, hold on a second. I might run into an issue here. I actually got rid of this pool because I wanted to redo the back garden. Let's just see what's going to happen if we place this in now. Oh no, oh no. It's okay, guys. We can just move the gym over to the other side. Oh, it's gone mental chicken oriental. I forgot you can't do corners. We'll nick the stairs back, and then that means this basement can go. I suppose whatever room goes in here, maybe the spa room, is just going to be a little smaller. So I've kind of forgotten what a 2-story gym looks like. What's that? They have a slide. This is the kind of gym I want with like marble pillars, this nice railing. Okie dokie smoky. We're going to place all of the walls as white just as a starting base, and with these decals, you guys know I've been asking for them. I've been dying for them.
You're asking for it? You're dying for it? Get off my back.
And what better place to use such royal panels than a gym? And notice how I'm using these cheaper chandeliers today. No, I've not become a cheapskate, but if we go to the entry, for example, look at how expensive it is to do that light. $4,008,000. And if we're going to finish this castle today, then we can't be blowing money down the drain. Next up, we'll add the railing because I don't want to fall off here. Then who would own the kingdom? And let's see, can we do marble checkers? Yes, we can. Now it's time to actually add the gym equipment in. So although we do have these panels here, we of course need some mirrors, or mirrors, as you say in the States. And if we go over to the kitchen, I want this pillar. And that's the thing about copy and pasting in this massive castle. It takes about a minute to get across. However, one thing I will not go cheap on is the roof beams and the chandeliers. That legitimately has just cost me 30,000.
30,000? Well, you floored me. I'm on the floor.
But the thing is, that light is so expensive, but it doesn't even light up the rooms properly. You still have to add a bunch of these secret lights around the side. Lots of you guys were suggesting I actually make more rooms in the basement as well. And I was like, guys, this would then become like a 10-part series. Up on the top, we have got to have like the hardcore gym equipment, guys. We're going to be gym bros now. Where is it? Oh yeah, training. We've got to train ourselves. And I forgot about the gym update. We have loads of stuff, although I haven't unlocked some of it. I'd love to have this squat rack, but sadly I'm not high enough athletic skills just yet. And then also up here we'll have some of our weights. And you forget actually how expensive training equipment is too. Honestly, I don't care. I'm getting this cubby, which we're likely gonna copy and paste around most of this gym, and it's gonna be filled with towels because there's nothing worse than feeling sweaty, guys. Yeah, that ain't happening in Flutternutter Castle's gym. By the way, Flutternutter is the voted name of this castle. Yes, you guys actually chose that. And then over on this side, we can't really have too much pokey outy stuff because obviously this is kind of a walkway too. This is literally 24-hour fitness. If the castle ever runs out of money, you know, I can just open this gym up to the public. Now, I'm certain I had some plants somewhere in this castle. Found them. Why not have a little plant shrine in the corner? And I love how I said we're gonna not spend much money, and we've already spent 150 grand. might move these panels over for a second because on this wall, I actually wanted to have some more shelves. It could kind of look like a nice arrow. And then on this, we can have some of the kettlebells. I've got to say, this would make me want to go to the gym. If I had this in my house, I'm sure you guys would agree. If you had this, I'd be down the gym every day. Just imagine the Insta selfies you could get in that mirror. In this corner over here, I kind of want like the yoga area. This is going to be very zen. You know, where you go after you've had like an argument with the dance mums.
I'm not crazy, you're eating my face! Call the police!
And there's a few things we can put here. First of all, some more towels. We'll also have some balls and then a little bit of some skipping as well. And then here I'm being a little clever clogs with the roof beams, if I may say so myself. I've added this corner bit just temporarily so we could outline the stairs. And I think that looks way better now. And wait a second.
Wait a minute!
I swear you used to be able to get this bench press. Like, I used to have that in my build. That is so cheeky of them. The best thing I think to put in the middle of gyms is these, because you can lift weights anywhere, anytime, any place. If we move these forward a tinge, then I see nothing wrong with a cheeky island. You know, you might be too tired to go upstairs and you need a drink. We'll even add some bevy for a jizz. I think the gym is done, and I don't want to give too much away before the tour. That is my new favorite room. Just before we go and do some bedrooms, we should get the formal dining room out of the way. This is going to take 2 ticks because we already have a dining table, but the floor's just going to match the same theme that's been going around the whole castle. This room just has an awful lot of like pokey inners, as I like to call them. We also have a vase on here peeping in. Finally, I think we should actually have a doorway from the kitchen into there. Just any way to bring the food in, because I feel like it's a bit of a waste for the servants to come all the way around just to take it in, you know? So the simple part about this room is a little bit of copy and pasting. However, we actually are going to have to move the chairs. That's because I actually want the table to be twice as wide, and we can bring back all the chairs. Oh my gosh, this is like the state dining room. Well, I guess it is because it is a castle after all. I recommend a fireplace on this side, and then I think panels is the best choice. I will be using one of these extra fancy chandeliers in here, and if we're going to finish this castle today, then we can't be blowing money down the drain. Now, the one thing I will say is slightly annoying me is this pillar here. It would be okay if it was central, but it's very annoyingly slightly off. Perhaps just put a 1-story pillar up here, and therefore that fixes our problem. But the last thing I wanted to do is add some of these curtains. These were a massive hit in the last video. They were honestly the star of the show. I was thinking we only need really 2 on this one, but that was really the tip of the iceberg. I did promise bedrooms next, so I reckon we'll do a bedroom and then maybe go into the garage or the spa. Do you remember last episode where I built the ballroom? It was a very lame room. I said I wanted to add a extension to the castle so you could actually walk through these doors. What I really meant by that is if we grab some French doors, which are all left sprung wide open since you guys visited, I thought we could actually extend the palace, and it doesn't have to be anything mad, and move the windows out, that kind of thing. And I suppose we didn't actually need to do it on the basement, did we? This way we're not actually wasting so much space, and this should probably be the room I stay in if we've got like a ball the next day. Do you know what I mean? In the olden days, they used to have balls all the time. So if I may say so myself, this room has actually worked out very nicely. Well, I say that because I obviously wanted a closet in this guest bedroom. Yes, it's going to be very Chanel-ified, but also it's so handy. It's right before you walk into the ballroom, so kind of any changes can be made. If you didn't know, on the channel, we love Chanel Oberlin.
Morning, Chanel. My name is Chanel Oberlin.
Who basically has the best closet of all time. I base all of my closets off that, and I realized I never actually showed you the finished look of this closet. I'll probably show you properly when we go in and do the tour. So over here, I feel like we should have a chaise lounge. Then for the bed, I'm low-key kind of scared to use this because somebody commented on my last video, that bed is like a tacky dollhouse. I think it's the only nice royal one. If you really like this bed, guys, comment down below a green emoji, any green emoji, and that will show me who likes it. And if you really don't like this bed, you think, yuck, 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 ew, comment down below any red emoji. And then I'll look through them. I'll obviously reply to some and stuff. We'll settle this debate once and for all. And now this over here is forbidden. I actually despise when it does this. I have no choice, guys, but to put a tea room. That is the only way to cover it, which in fairness, I probably was going to add anyway. Perhaps we can have a little bookcase corner going on. This is just giving like Downton Abbey, old style, rich house. I honestly dream of a house like this. But the strange thing is, guys, there's only one other bedroom. I'll do that a little bit later on, but isn't it crazy how this massive castle, yet there's only 3 bedrooms. And that's what I was thinking to myself. In the back of my mind, I was like, this castle is kind of small, you know. Next up, I was very, very eager to do the garage. And I remember doing this actually, specifically so we could have like a little underground bit for the cars. However, I do not know if we have enough room for that. I was hoping that if we could perhaps stretch this floor along here, we might have just enough space. So we'll color that all up and let's see, is there enough room to kind of go down like that? You know what? I think there is. If we kind of take this out, no one's gonna know.
Nobody's gonna know. How would they know?
Now, as the garage, this is a very strange room. It kind of needs to be full but empty all at the same time. So we actually have two entryways. And I kind of like this random pillar just in the corner. Don't mistake this for a laundry room. That is going to be separate. However, I think having a little bit of like a nice texture back here, just really having a little bit of niceness. The beady eye among you might notice actually the floor of the hallway and used in the kitchen. And then I hate to delete these walls, but it's only for a minute. And then I was thinking we could have ourselves a little underground garage. It obviously won't be big because we have used up quite a lot of space down here.
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
But we can have the limo at the end because that's probably the hardest to get out. And then we'll have several more cars. And I want you guys right now, your predictions for the final value of this castle is going to be. My guess is this is going to be worth 3 million, or at least I hope it is. Oh,
honey,
bit of a wall peeping in. Oh no, it's a bit of pool. Why do I never look before I build? They say you should look before crossing the road. True Reese's should look before building. It's no biggie though. We can just park the cars at like a little bit of an angle. And finally, we'll have like a couple of units. Beautiful stuff. So it looks like we have an awful lot left to do, but that is just the hallways, which I'm gonna speed build ever so quickly. Voila! We have done the entire upstairs hallway and all of the downstairs hallway. I will show you them when we go in the tour, but you might notice something disastrous. 18,000 left. I started this video 500,000. I worked so hard for 500,000 this morning. I thought, oh, you know, it's gonna be plenty, and it's not. But what we can't live without is the spa. I promised the spa at the beginning, so I think we should spend our last pennies on the spa. The floor is gonna be planks, but it's gonna be dark stone grey planks. I do want to have a basic shape, perhaps with my initial on it. I notice lots of people do this when they build their houses, just to symbolize like, this is my place now. Really like that. I feel like this should be like on display at the front of the castle or something. Back into the spa, we'll add some roof beams. Now, the only way I think still to do a decent spa is with the relaxed lounger chairs. I've still never found a better way to do this. Basically, you get these chairs and then just behind them, you put a modern bowl sink. Although it is a little pricey, I wanted to have a luxurious little waiting area on the back here. We're out of money. Wah, wah, wah. But let's not end on a sad note. Let's end on the happiest note. Part 4 of True Reese's Castle is done, and the series finally comes to a close. So all that's left to do is come and look around. Come in, peoples. And I always forget you need money to throw a party. I'm gonna have to quickly buy some. I hate buying money. It's the biggest waste. But anyway, we all put down our predictions in the comments. Well, 2,866,000. Boom. Everybody, come on, royal subjects. Welcome into the palace. As I always say, you guys have seen this exterior so many times, although never with it fully completed inside. Just look at it. Look at it. If we go upstairs, it is time to now look. So as I always say, you guys have seen the entryway, but look up at the top. If we go upstairs, you have never seen it looking this stunning. As you can see, it's a very, very long hallway. I added lots of detail, probably my favorite part being this nice sofa area here. And I'm telling everyone it's done now, guys. Let's have a party. I bet you weren't expecting to come in and it be done. Surprise. Surprise, surprise. The bedroom I built in episode 2, but I did actually change the closet ever so slightly. And we have our Romeo and Juliet balcony over the courtyard. And I've got a soldier man. Hello, soldier. So if we make our way down the gallery, that is what this is called because we have a nice archway over the Great Hall. In here was going to be a bathroom, but we didn't quite get around to that. But what we did get around to is this brand spanking new bedroom. So I love the windows and I love how you get kind of a view over the front of the castle. As a whole, the bedroom is stunning. But I will say my favorite part's the closet, which leads into the ballroom. And be careful, guys. It's like I forgot a railing there. Oh my gosh, gosh, there's a giant dog. But yeah, this room is stunning, isn't it just? So if we make our way down the staircase now, what's new is down in this corridor. So to start with, we have a garage now, guys. Yes, super spacious in here, isn't it just? Who wants to hop in the royal car? And excuse me, guys, just can I get out? Can I get out, please? It's giving I have my royal guard here keeping me safe. And let's see if we can get down here. Oh my gosh, we can. And then this is where the rest of my cars are, guys. Down here is where some really new rooms are. But first of all, we'll start with the worst one. The spa. I ran out of money.
Where's my money? Where's my money?
And did somebody really say whoa and work it at this room? Guys, you can admit it's rubbish. But do you see what I mean? Here is where you can wash people's hair. We'll end on a shebang. As an overview, look at this gym, guys. We have an island. We have equipment and we have all of the fans. Yes, guys, this is now 24-hour fitness for 24 seconds. And we go down the staircase now. Look how stunning it is down here. We can lift some weights, really work ourselves out. And finally, we can sit on our counters after having a busy workout. There we have it, guys. The castle is built. I do hope all of you guys enjoyed looking around. As always, do subscribe to the channel and like the video. Thank you so much for being here for all 4 parts. And I'm never deleting this because it took me about 10 hours total to build. Bye, guys.